Huh.
Hi.
Oh, look at this friend. Look at this friend looking through my door. So are you dead? Where the hell are you?
Oh, I came back to life.
Cool. All right. Well, I guess. Oh, there he is. For the intro to video. Hello, we doing question and answer video while playing Minecraft and panicking. Yeah. Come on and get in the house. Oh, no, not you. Oh my god. Rude.
Oh.
Rude. Wow, this guy's got like opposable thumbs or some shit.
Unhelpful.
Unhelpful. Can he open doors? No, he can't, because he's stupid. Alright, first question. Does Andy want to go out with me? Yes or no? From the Pivots XXD.
Well, I mean, gosh, guy. I mean, you know, you're a huge catch. You know, you're an awesome guy. But you know, I'm engaged. I think my fiance would be like really mad. So, maybe in another universe, Piv. You know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to break your heart like this.
That sucks. That sucks, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, but you know, sometimes you gotta say no. You can't just say yes to everything.
Yeah. I mean, I'm already getting stabbed all the time, so you gotta draw a line in the sand.
Yeah. Sorry. I wanted to see how it would work. I already get stabbed all the time. Gets hit. Alright. Well. This is while
Next
we wait
question.
Yeah, what is it?
Rat asks, dude, how the heck do you have so much motivation and patience? Everything comes out amazing, and it takes so much time.
Oh, that's really sweet. That was from
Yeah, super nice.
Schmoopy, I believe.
Schmoopy.
Yeah. Okay, well, how do you stay motivated, Andy?
I guess if you put up a lot of effort up front, you can sort of get yourself into a mindset where you want to be rewarded for things that take a little longer but have a bit of a bigger reward. Specifically, it feels really good when you like draw something really awesome, or you code up something really nice, or you make a cool video game, and you have to just sort of force yourself to get something done so that you feel that rush of accomplishment, and then you just gotta live for that high instead of like the instant gratification sort of highs that you might be used to, question mark. What do you think, Denise?
That is like interesting that you say that, because that was like the way I operated for like a long time. Was like, okay, I'm gonna finish this thing and then I'm gonna be really happy about it. But then I kind of got in a rut of like not finishing things to the extent that I wanted to finish things. Like with animation, I don't think I really ended it off, or with like the game, like the Flash comic we were working on before. Just like a lot of things I wasn't finishing, and so I started to get really sad about that.
Oh.
But now the way I see it is like the act of creating it, like solving every little goal that has to do with solving the bigger picture, is what's very gratifying about it, and that's what motivates me.
Yes. That's actually really important, because I think a lot of people look at something like a video game and they say like, oh my god, this video game is so complicated. How would you even go about doing this? But it's really important to remember that it's a bunch of really, really, really little simple things that you put together. And when you're actually working, you're just working on the little simple things. So you just have to be willing to do many simple things instead of one big, crazy, complicated thing.
Yeah. Every big thing is made up of little steps, and it's important to have fun, like making those little steps.
Yeah.
Whoa, look at the zombie. He's a bee.
Oh, what? A bee
Whoa.
zombie? Is the bee movie 2?
Oh my god, I do like jazz. How'd you know?
Ew, gross.
Damn. Alright, sweet. I hope that we answered that question, right? How much motivation and patience? I'm not patient. I think that's what keeps me motivated, is like that I'm very impatient. Why am I smoking?
You're smoking.
I'm oh, I have sick golden armor. Damn.
Baller.
Yeah. Alright, next question. Who were the artists that inspired you when you first started art, and do you still follow them? When I really, like right at the beginning, I was really inspired by anime, and so it was like Death Note, like specific animes, like sure, they inspired my style a bit for a little while, but why am I chopping this tree down with a brain? My main inspiration was Nuriko-kun, NURIKO-KUN on DeviantArt, and she is still active. I don't draw in her style anymore, but if you look through my really old DeviantArt stuff, you might see me trying to go for her style. Yeah, Homestuck, yes, Leo. Homestuck is like the biggest inspiration, I would say, in terms of like storytelling and like the bending of your art medium. Like I thought it was so cool that they mixed together like video games and music and interactive flashes to create a story. How about you, Andy?
I think I sort of first got into art during the whole brony craze around like 2011, which is, you know, it's not super cool to admit anymore, but that is sort of where I started. So I think I got really inspired by a bunch of people who were sort of like, hey, I suck noodles at drawing and have no experience. However, I am gonna jump in and be a part of this whole crazy thing we're doing. And some people got recognition for that, and everybody was like very kind to the people who were first starting out. So it sort of made me feel like, oh, if I totally suck at drawing, I can actually like get feedback and a bit of attention here without being made to feel like the terrible artist that I am. No. So I was sort of just inspired by the brony community in general, I guess.
Aww. When I first met you, like you like kind of were avoiding saying that you drew anything, but then when you finally did, I was like, oh my god, I really want to see. But part of me was like worried that I would have to like pretend that it was really good when it wasn't. But you were actually like very impressive, and you undersold yourself a lot, in my opinion, and you still do. So yeah.
I'm constantly exposed to better artists. Wink wonk.
Shut the fuck up. It's cool though. So like,
I can't.
In terms of video games, are there any like game devs that inspire you?
I think game devs that inspire me. I guess like people who are sort of one-person shows really inspire me a lot, and there have been a few. So I think when you told me that you were making like your interactive novels in high school, that was kind of inspiring to me, because I was like, oh wow, you really don't have to take on like a gigantic, crazy project to get into this. You can just start out in a way that is comfortable but still educational. So that was pretty sick, and I was definitely motivated to sort of get into the whole thing when I saw you doing it.
Aww.
And knowing that Notch made Minecraft pretty much by himself when he started out, that was pretty cool. And there was also another guy, David Fu might be his name. I followed him on Tumblr for a while, and he is pretty much the same age as me. I think he's a bit younger, but he also went to school for software engineering, and he makes his own games, and they're just small games, and he does a really good job at it. And I guess all these people just like doing things by themselves, taking on small projects that were at the same time like very fun, that sort of made me feel like this whole area of video games was a lot more approachable.
Aw. That's good and very relatable. That's how I felt when I found out like the creator of Stardew Valley. He is like he's just one guy, and he made all the music, and this was like his first time making music was for this game. But it's like really good because he knows the game inside and out. He knows like how to set the mood and stuff, which is more valuable than having like a music background at times. And that was like really, that's what inspired me to like start trying to make music.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, I think we answered that question thoroughly.
Yeah.
Does Olive like a Shelby Cobra 1965 or a Porsche 911 Turbo 1987 colored rainbow both cars? Okay. Well, okay, so Olive should not be trusted with a vehicle. Olive will kill everyone and then themselves. I like that they're rainbow, though. They're rainbow. Andy, do you know what a Cobra is? I'm gonna have to Google what these things look like.
I think if I saw them, I would recognize them, but just hearing the name, I'm not sure if I could really draw it, so to speak. I know they're both revered classic cars. Although the 1987 is a bit new, or relatively speaking.
Porsche. Oh, apparently I can't spell Porsche.
Well, it's spelled wrong.
Blah, blah, blah. Oh, they're both like kind of cute and dinky, you know, like back in the days when cars were like retro and like bubbly sort of looking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna say Shelby Cobra, just for no reason. And it looks a little cuter. I mean, they both look cute.
That sounds like a decision Olive would make.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know, this one's better.
Ah, it's good. We'll fit a lot of snacks in that. Wow. It slaps the top of the car. Slap a lot of snacks.
I can't drive anyway.
Yeah. Alrighty. Next question. Would you remaster the PA series after a few years? I was considering remastering PA1 because like the art style is so different from the second one, and the second one and the third game are going to be like quite similar in terms of art, so it'd feel out of place. Yeah, cannot confirm though. I think I still kind of like the idea of just like leaving it to die when I'm done with PA. Not that I don't love it. It's just you got to move on as a creator.
I definitely agree with you there. Like, you know, you're working on Frankensteining some dead body rather than finding some new hot body to romance.
Andy, that metaphor is so right. And that's
You're welcome.
That's the cancer of the day.
Mm-hmm.
All right. From Leo, for both. Who's your celebrity crush? Hi, Andy.
I think I would have to go with Shaquille O'Neal.
Okay.
Yeah.
But why is
there
that?
You have it. Because he is a nice guy, and he is just huge, and I feel like there are times when he sort of wishes he wasn't so fucking huge.
Really?
But I just love his voice, and I just like love how he's just himself. Like here's a good example of like kind of why I like him. Like when he was at the height of his career, I think like in the early 2000s or late 90s, he did this music video with Aaron Carter called like How I Beat Shaq or whatever, and it's just a music video about like Aaron Carter just like dunking on Shaq somehow, and it doesn't really make any sense. But I think in the last like 5 years or so, they met up again, and they were like, oh my god, let's play one-on-one and like record it for fun. And naturally Shaq just obliterated Aaron Carter. But he's just the kind of guy who would do stuff like that for fun, and he's really nice, and he's good at sports, and he's really tall. So,
Alright.
Yeah.
I can see why you would aspire to be him. He's essentially like Sparky if Sparky were a real person.
Yeah. Who's your celebrity crush?
Crush. I feel like it changes a lot. I think recently I thought like there's this, I don't know, it's always like the K-pop stars that get me. There's this girl, Amber Liu, if I'm pronouncing it right, that I thought was like really cute because she like looks very androgynous but really owns it, and like yeah, but she likes boys, so like that's okay.
Cool.
I think like in terms of personality, I think like Dan Avidan is like super cute, but to say that I would be in a relationship with him would be strange because I'd be dismissing who he is as a person outside of Game Grounds, because you don't know all of a person just from what they do online.
Yes.
But yeah.
Dan's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yes, Dan Avidan. Everyone here has a crush on Dan Avidan. Why am I embarrassed about that?
He's a good guy. I would love to hang out with him.
Yeah. Very, very soft, fluffy hair.
Mm-hmm. A real catch.
Yeah. Okay, Denny, will you ever stab Andy? If he ever crosses me.
That's fair.
See, to be honest, I'd stab myself too. Yeah. Alright, okay. Andy, why don't you have a stab-proof vest? Oh.
Well, because I'm already wearing like one of those ninja training vests that's just like weighted, and you just wear it around all the time, and if you get into a fight and you just like slough it off and you're like, it looks like I'll have to go all out, and then you like put it on the ground and it goes like poof because it's so goddamn heavy, and then you crack your neck, and then you just like, you know, run at Mach 3. So yeah, I'm wearing that, so I don't have room for a stab-proof vest.
Damn.
The training is also how I plan to deal with getting stabbed in real life.
You can only choose one or the other. Stab-proof or defense or attack.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. He defend, he attack.
You snack. No.
Snack. Scooby. Okay. Oh yeah, this was the question that you were like, I don't know if you should answer that. How much does Jaden pay Denny?
I'm much more private about money things, though.
That's fair.
I don't know how you feel about it.
I think the reason I wouldn't answer that question outright is because there are people on the team who maybe don't want people to know how much they make, and as far as I'm aware, we all make like the same amount. But I will say that she pays us very fairly. This is not a Dan Plant situation, or actually, I probably shouldn't say that because that's a bit controversial. I don't know.
Oops. Don't get canceled.
Yeah, I take that back. I don't know enough about Dan Plant, and the matter is private, so I'm going to leave it at that. But Jaden pays us well. I do not have any qualms with working for her, and if I could, and I probably would, I would work for her forever, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. How long did it take you to make the first PA game? Okay, so what spurred like this Q&A video was like me wanting to make a video about like the development of PA1, and in that I was like talking about how I essentially wanted to get it done in like 3 days, and it didn't take 3 days. It took 2 months, but one of those months was just me trying to learn how to make music. So if I were a better person, it'd probably take 1 month, but it took 2. Yeah.
That's still pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It has a lot of branching pathways.
Yeah. And then, if anyone was curious, PA2 took, I think like 6 months. Or maybe 8 months, but I wasn't working on it full time, and like with as much diligence as I was working on the first game. Would y'all do a setup tour? Would ya?
I would, but I would feel a little bit embarrassed about it just because I don't really like my setup that much. I like if I put blinders on and I just looked straight forward when I'm working at my desk. I like what I see, but if I turn even like 15 degrees in either direction, like right or left, then I'm like, this room kind of sucks noodles. Not super happy about it, so I'd rather save it for the future when I have my own nice place.
That's nice. You like looking ahead because you're looking at good screen and not bad screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looking at. I thought that joke was so funny.
God, I love that actually.
Can you tell that joke again? Actually.
Oh, the good screen.
Good screen, bad screen.
I'll see if I can find the meme and then link it in the chat.
Okay. Well, then in the meantime, I will say that I would totally be down with doing like a setup tour if I were given ample time to clean up my space, because sometimes it's like a total fucking sty. But I recently arranged all the furniture in such a way that is like terribly inefficient, but I think is like really good, like feng shui. It's super zen in here. Everything's diagonal.
Yeah, diagonal. Nothing in the corners.
Oh, 90-degree angles like the fucking robot you are, Andy. But yeah, maybe sometime. I'll post pics in the Discord of the parts of my apartment that I'm particularly happy with.
Yeah. I still think your apartment is dope.
Oh, thank you.
So, the good screen, bad screen thing is I work at like an office job, and it involves working on computers all day, and there's this meme that exists, and I posted it in the chat, and it's basically, I'm so tired of looking at bad screen, and this guy looking sad at his computer, and then it says, I can't wait to get home and look at good screen, and this guy like looking happy at his laptop in bed or something. But I used to work with a guy whose name was like, I guess I don't dox him or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, it's probably not a big deal, but he was a good guy, but his name was Brad Screen. So we would always say like, I'm tired of looking at Brad Screen. I want to go home.
Look at good screen. I think that if I were him, I would get so fucking tired of your bullshit. Every day, people talking about how they don't want to look at me. It's like, I am just working for money, okay? Like,
just work here, lad. Like, get off me.
Oh.
Anyway, love that guy.
Okay. Next question. What inspired Banimation? My pals and Calgary. It was supposed to be like very relevant to my life, and at the time I was like I don't know. I came up with the idea sort of when I was in LA for an exchange program related to school. And then I was just thinking about, like, man, I really miss my friends, and I love my friends, and I draw them a lot, so I should do something related to them if I want to, like, you know, pursue a passion that I really enjoy. And for a while, I thought, like, man, I would be okay with doing animation full-time for the rest of my life if I got paid for it, which I didn't get paid for it, but that's okay. I mean, in the end, it became my portfolio that got me hired with Jaden, so. But what inspired it? Yes, all the characters are based on real people. The places are based on Calgary. Yep. And the situations are real.
Yes.
All right, here's a question for you, Andy. Who's Joe?
Who is Joe? Who's Joe? Joe Mama.
We got taken for a ride, boys. All right.
Yeah.
Taycat. I believe that's Taycat. Yeah. Can I be Sparky Punchbag?
Sparky Punchbag, huh?
Yeah. Can I?
I don't think Sparky would want to. I don't know. I don't know if Sparky would be okay with just like punching up somebody.
Yeah. You'd have to possess him for sure.
Yeah, he'd probably say something motivating like, "You shouldn't want that. You are a treasure, and you should respect yourself, etc."
He's just too good.
Yeah. Oh, I just tried to make a crafting table
Sparky,
out of dirt.
Sparky would be your punch bag. That's, yeah.
Yeah, he would do that for you.
All right. Well, y'all hire me as an intern from Omar.
Do you work for free?
That is a good question.
Because free is, I think, all we have at the moment.
Yeah, like both Andy and I work for free at the moment on 90% related things. And we do get, like, you know, donations on Itch and Twitch and stuff, but it's not very significant. Not that we're complaining. We'll figure out a way to monetize Panel Royale, and hopefully we get money from that, but this is a labor of love.
Yeah. It's always got to start out as a labor of love. Like, we don't have enough money to, like, pay somebody a wage that wouldn't just be embarrassing for us and you.
Yeah, I think it would reflect very badly on us. And we did work with people before. I did pay the musician for Koco, and I paid a guest artist. But we have worked with some people in the past who did it as, like, a labor of love, which is great. But I think for, like, I don't know, going forward, I would feel very bad for not being able to pay people because there's, like, a certain standard of quality that we want to aim for, and they would require that we, like, direct people. And I think if you're going to take directions, you should be being paid.
Yeah. And another thing, our current projects like Panel Royale and Perfect Apocalypse 3 are both kind of at a stage where they probably wouldn't really be helped that much by having extra hands, so to speak. Mm-hmm. So even if we were going to get somebody else to help us out, we'd probably just be like, okay, we'll call you in like a few months. We're not quite ready yet.
Yeah, there's nothing really to be helped with that we, like, wouldn't be better suited for ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, next question. Is this a suitable question? What do you think? What do you rate it?
Is this a suitable question? Yes.
All right.
Yes, it is.
I give it like a 6.5, maybe 6 3/4 out of 10.
Sure. Sure. Yeah.
All right. Ooh.
I would agree.
Ooh. This is topical. Tanuki asks, if any PA were dubbed by the server people, which characters would you like to be dubbed by which person, including both of you?
Well.
That's relevant because we just, like, finished recording some PA voice acting related stuff with Leo. Hi, Leo.
Hello.
Yeah, okay. Well, I would say that Andy is actually surprisingly suitable for Angel. I really like your Angel voice.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I just sort of, I was like, it was pretty improv, but I'm really happy that you liked what I came up with.
Yeah, I liked it. I think you captured his personality, and you have, like, the right pitch and, like, tone for it. So, yeah, pretty happy with that.
Oh, thank you.
So, which I would assume I would enjoy voicing either Olive or Brownie, but which one do you think I'm more like suited for?
I think that you're 100% suited for Olive, just because of the way that you can do like his voice really like, I don't know how to say this, but other than cutely, just like so innocently.
Yeah.
I think that your natural voice makes a good Brownie as well. I think that'd be really good. And I have nothing bad to say about it. It's just, I think it's actually really, really fitting. So yeah, I don't know. It's also interesting just because it's pretty much just your natural voice, so.
Yeah. Well, thanks, dude, for the compliments.
Yeah. Yes.
I find like when I receive compliments, like part of me wants to be like, oh, you're right, yeah, I agree, but then I realize it makes me like sound like an asshole, like, yeah, you're totally right, oh fuck, zombie. But
that's relatable.
Yeah, thanks for the compliments.
You bet.
Now, as for like the other characters, I'm getting hit by something. What is the rain hurting me? Is this acid rain?
Oh, is somebody hitting on you?
I was like, I'm in this house. Well, I guess I better
Are
put
you Hungies?
Oh, I am Hungies. I forgot you gotta
I
flip
knew it.
Oh, I'm so snacky. I gotta eat. I can't eat leather. This isn't Perfect Apocalypse. Okay, cook. All right. So while I'm dying, okay. More people voicing more PA characters. So like I'm like iffy on saying, because I don't want. Okay. Well, okay. Let me think. I think Trace actually makes a good patches.
Yes.
I'll say that. I think I already knew that. And
I really, really like Leo's patches, if that's not a spoiler.
yeah. Reen Hellcat actually makes like a really great Brownie when I saw like them playing. Yeah, I'm not sure if you ended up seeing that. It was like Google's playthrough. Let me think, what else? So we have, I'll say, like, I like you as Angel, I like Reen as Brownie, I like me as Olive, Leo or Trace make a good patches. Sparky. I've only heard Leon, Fireball, and you voice Sparky. I think that you were both good. I think I liked his acting, but I think that your tone and pitch is like more suitable in a way.
That's fair. That wasn't A game material for me for sure.
I think like you're still good though.
Oh, thanks. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not super married to how I performed as Sparky.
And Koco, I don't think I've heard. I think like Trace's performance of Koco is pretty funny, but like Koco is a girl, so. Girl. I don't think I've heard someone voice Koco in a way that I've like resonated with yet. Yeah. But in the end, I don't think that I'd ever have voice acting for PA just because it's a lot of work directing people, and I don't want to direct people who I'm not paying. Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense. Like, I think it totally stands on its own without voice acting.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Plus, speed readers can play it faster that way. Yay.
Yeah. All right. If you were any of the PA characters, which would you be? This is easy.
Oh, yeah, I suppose I'd be Sparky. That's sort of canon-ish.
Yeah. I guess I'd be Olive. I feel more like Olive than I do Brownie. But I don't know. I feel like sometimes I feel more like Brownie when I'm feeling like particularly confident and exuberant.
I think it's fair to say that they're both parts of you.
Yeah. Okay. Next question. Can Sparky do a flip? Can you do a flip, Andy?
Can Sparky do a flip?
If you can do a flip, Sparky can do a flip.
I bet Sparky could do a flip.
Nice. I think that he could. Actually, I think like he would be like the kind of guy who would like practice a lot, and he would be able to do it because he's like diligent and he's really sporty, and he'd be like, you know what, that would be really like a really sick move to pull like during a hockey game. He's just doing a fucking flip.
Oh my god, that would be so sick.
Dude, have you ever seen that in a hockey game? Just start trying to throw the game by doing a backflip?
I don't think I've ever seen it in like an actual NHL game. I feel like I may have seen it or something similar to it in like an all-star game, but I really don't know. That's like kind of a scary move because you have skates on.
Yeah, you could slice someone's throat out.
Yeah, it's actually pretty spooky.
Oh. I just killed a rabbit, but I'm like hungry.
Oh,
and dying.
killed myself.
Oh, these rabbits are so fast, but they're so cute.
I jumped off a cliff and died.
Oh, isn't that just the way it goes?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll kill this chicken instead. All right. I'm gonna kill this chicken, and then we'll answer the next question. So,
Get it.
on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you like barn slime? Do you know what this is a reference to?
No, I have no idea.
Do you know that radishes video?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, well, they had one about barn slime, and I cannot quote it because I don't really remember it. That's a meme. I would rate it on -3. Barn slime is not what you want. It only comes out when you are disappointed. And I'm never disappointed. Unless Andy's here. Just kidding.
Oof. Dead.
Dead. How many questions can you all answer? Okay, it looks like we have like... we don't have that much to go through. I think we're going through them pretty quick. So
Yeah, we're doing fine.
I'm gonna say like at least 2 more.
Yeah, totally.
Okay. What would it take to stop you from stabbing Andy?
What would it take, if anything?
I don't know. If he were to fight back, sure. Well, actually, no, that'd probably be more fun, actually, if you were to fight back. It's not fun stabbing someone who doesn't fight.
Yeah, that's what Patches thinks as well, I would say.
Yeah, Patches is also based on me, apparently. A wall of brick or some other non-porous material. Okay, what's Andy's favorite programming language?
Ooh, holy cow. That is a tough one. I think I would probably say that... I really like Go and C#. As of lately, those two are probably my favorite languages. I like Go because it's super easy to write up like short, simple programs. It's fast, like C or C++. Like it's not as fast, but it's a really fast language. You can do a ton of different things with it. It doesn't have a lot of bloat like other languages do. Like C++ has been around a really long time, and they're always maintaining backwards compatibility with it as they add new features, and it's just like kind of gangly to work with sometimes, and it's not super pleasant. But Go is just, it kind of forces you to write your code in an elegant way, and it's very nice. And I'm planning on writing a personal website soon, and I'm gonna do the back end with Go. Whether or not that's like a perfectly suited language or not, I think it'll do fine, and I'm excited to learn a lot with it. And I like C# because I like using Unity, and I think it provides you stuff like, decent garbage collection, and there's a lot you can do with C#, and it's pretty pleasant to work with. I guess I'm gonna stop rambling now. C# and Go, yes.
I think it's nice how you're so passionate about coding. It's always nice. And I'm also excited for like you to make your website and stuff.
Yeah, I think I'll probably get started on it after I release like the web version of Panel Royale.
Nice. All right. My favorite language is whatever language Renpai uses.
Woo!
Woo! Okay. How many spells does Koco know, and can she teach me? So, the magic in Perfect Apocalypse is like very vague, and I kept it that way purposefully because I don't like having to work around rules. You wind up writing yourself into a corner, and I do that, and I've already done that probably. So as for the number of spells, I cannot say. She knows. Okay, I could rank her as like one of the more powerful like magic cats. And you'll see that when PA3 comes out, is like there are going to be other magical cats, and you'll see like, okay, she's one of like the cooler ones.
Ooh,
because I mean, it takes that in order to kill like 1,000 dogs by summoning demons to a school. That's kind of like higher level shit.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Okay, what colleges did you guys attend, and were they difficult? Yeah,
You first.
Me first. Okay. I attended the Alberta College of Art and Design. It's now more recently the Alberta University of the Arts. But when I attended, it was a college. There's no difference. I think they just changed it so they could get more funding, I think, which is fine. It's fair because they had not a lot of funding before. It was hardest in first and second year because they were trying to pile on so many fundamentals all at once in the beginning. And I don't know. I was like very new, I guess, to like super regimented art classes because I'd taken art classes before, but they weren't as regimented as at ACAD. And plus, they present all of your work on the wall and you all critique it together, all your classmates. So it's like, okay, I'm getting like ripped. Yeah, it's scary because you're getting ripped into by everyone, including the professor. But it really teaches you to like take criticism well. And the people who don't take criticism well like dropped out. Like I know one person like dropped out because of that, which sucks. But you realize, yeah, it's like not supposed to be taken personally. It's just about improving your art.
That's your whole life as an artist, though. Really, like if you're gonna get paid to do it, you must show it to other people.
Yeah, exactly. And I also got better at like pitching projects. Like when I was working on Cool Kid Cody, it actually was fun presenting it because I liked the concept so much. So I felt like a way better at like talking in person. I still don't really like public speaking, but it got me better at that. Yeah, okay. How about you, Andy?
I attended the University of Calgary, and I took their software engineering program, and it was a difficult program in general, I would say. Like, it's probably safe to say that any engineering program would be difficult. However, I think I had my standards set a little bit too high for myself, and I put myself under a lot of pressure to perform really well academically. And this doesn't really come from like my parents or anybody else like pressuring me. It was all internal, and I think I just made it really hard on myself. I can't really say why I did that, but that made it harder than anything, just feeling like if I wasn't doing everything perfectly, then I was doing everything wrong. And yeah, the nightmares are fading. I'm glad it's over with. I think not a day goes by that I don't think like I'm really, really happy I'm not in school anymore. I really hope I don't ever go back for a master's degree. If I do that, then like call a psychiatrist or something.
Yeah, I remember like talking to you while you were in school. Like it sounded like you really got the PTSD from school. It was surprising. It was like because we have feelings jams every once in a while, and I'm like, hey, this is like what's bothering me this time. What's bothering you? And you'd always be like, school, exams, and I would feel so bad for you, but like I don't know. I mean, there's nothing that's gonna stop you. You're like a freight train that's like headed for a destination. You're gonna make it there. It's gonna be a painful ride, but you're gonna make it there.
Yeah, I'm only doing my best.
Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like part of me, I did probably say on occasion, like, oh, you shouldn't try as hard, but I think that's probably not, like, what you needed to hear at that time. It's probably just, like, you'll make it through. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's always nice to hear. I honestly don't know what would have really snapped me out of it, because I never really did snap out of it. I just stayed in that insane mindset all the way through, and I guess you could say mission accomplished, but it was probably not healthy. I think other people who would try to do the same thing may not have ended up as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just happy it's over.
Me too, honestly. I feel like you are so, like, I mean, not that you were super depressed or anything before. I think that you seem happier now.
Yeah, I'm definitely a lot happier now. I think in retrospect, what I think might have helped me is hearing that taking on side projects and joining clubs where you take on side projects is actually a more effective way to become a good software engineer than doing really well academically. That, coupled with some affirmation that I would still get a job if I didn't have a really high grade point average, that probably would have snapped me out of it, but that's kind of a big ask.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I did end up doing a lot of like, like outside of school activities, like school like activities that were not mandatory, and it helped me a lot. And I wasted a lot of time doing things that, you know, weren't giving me school credit, but I learned a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would have been much more well educated if I had just focused on side projects a little more.
Well, now all your work focusing on is side projects.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Next question. How does it feel knowing that it hasn't even been a year since the first game came out and I've already wreaked this much havoc? That's from Schmoopy. Schmoopy, I love it when you wreak havoc, and it's like really nice that Perfect Apocalypse has inspired you to like wreak so much havoc, and I hope that everything else I make in the future and everything else you make in the future continues making you want to make cancer.
Yeah, we're happy to inspire the cancer.
Yeah.
It makes us really happy.
I cannot express how happy it makes me to see like fan art or fan work, or just not knowing that it makes people want to draw or make games. That is so nice.
Yeah, it's like the best feeling when you get adoring fan art and stuff.
Yeah.
It's the best.
Super good. Okay. So, Omar asked, can y'all do a setup tour? We already answered that. Places you would go on vacation. Alternatively, favorite places you have been to for vacation. Andy, you first.
Earlier this year, I went to Costa Rica, and it was really, really nice. I haven't really been on many vacations in my life, but I've always kind of pictured myself as the type of person who would like to just go somewhere tropical and just lay around like a big tub of lard. And I was happy to find out that that was a correct assumption about myself. I didn't really plan anything specific to do there. We just kind of showed up, and there's a big, lovely beach, and the people there were nice, and it was comfortable. And we just kind of lounged around for like a week, and it was like the best time ever. So I really like hot tropical places where you can comfortably sit around.
Oh my gosh. I'm super excited for that. I have like a lot of trips planned for this year. So I'm going to be going to, where is it? The Dominican for like some kind of like all-included like resort thing with my brother, sister-in-law, and some friends. And
Yay.
I'm really excited because I really like swimming. And I also like all the foods included. I think it sounded like they were just going to be drunk the whole time, which that part scares me a bit because I don't know, it puts me out of commission for so long. I don't want to lose too many brain cells, but we'll see.
It's pretty exciting though.
Yeah. Of like the trip that I'm most excited for this year, it's going to be VidCon for sure, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm like really excited to see LA again. I kind of actually really miss it there.
I'm excited to see what all the fuss is about.
Yeah. Oh god. Oh, something's killing me. What is it? Oh, arrows guy. Okay, we're good. I see you. You little fucking bitch. I'm gonna kick your head off. Yeah, that's right. You shoot your arrows where I'm not at.
Yeah, we should meet up in Minecraft up in here. We're just kind of wandering around. I'm trying not to die.
Okay, yeah, I was gathering materials, killing stuff in the woods. Why am I killing these guys with my axe? Why don't I use my iron sword?
You just like being an axe murderer.
I'm an axe murderer.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I got sick. Oh, no, I'm getting shot at again. I'm
got
going.
Ebola.
Got Ebola, got Corona.
Ooh.
Ooh, too soon. Are you scared of coronavirus? I have not been, like, the fear has not been instilled in me yet.
I personally am not super afraid of it because I unknowingly just lived through SARS just chilling. And apparently this is like less severe than SARS, but I think it's getting a lot more hype than SARS because social media is just off the chain now. Wow. So I mean there is always the possibility that the Chinese government and officials are being super secretive about it and just like covering up the severity of it, which definitely possible, but given that they are recording it and being public about the actions that they're taking to try and contain it, that seems like in this one specific case a little bit unlikely.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Yeah, it's like if you've already recorded like the amount that you have and told the world about that freely, it seems weird to be holding back something that would be like, just slightly worse than that. it's like, okay, what'd you go to all the trouble covering it up for?
Yeah. You know, I didn't even know that that was a theory, was that, like, the Chinese government is covering it up. But, like, what isn't the Chinese government trying to cover up, honestly?
Yeah, that's always the theory.
It's every conspiracy ever.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. Personally, I'm not super duper worried about it.
Yeah,
But,
same.
yeah, don't cough on your friends.
There was, like, a video I watched recently, a Canadian, like, PSA, where it's like, or was it Philip DeFranco? Anyway, they were like, be alert, but don't panic. Yeah.
Yeah, just treat it like a really, really bad flu's going around, I would say.
Yeah, don't go to Wuhan, China. That's, like, all you have to do is anything but that, and you're good.
Yeah, boom.
Okay, next question is why? Why, Andy?
Because I don't think I'll ever feel good enough for myself.
All right. Well, next question. Is there...
Why, Denise?
We're just gonna sweep that under the rug.
Okay.
Why anything? Wow, this question is actually very deep. Because, like, why? Yeah, why anything? Because it's more fun than the alternative?
I like that. I'd subscribe to that.
Yeah. Okay. Schmoopy asks, is there a deadline for these? And I am a dope, and I answered the question in the Discord instead of on here.
Oopsie.
Yeah. Anyway, the deadline is at the end of the stream, I guess, for the questions, if anyone wants to submit questions.
Yeah, I suppose you could still sneak some in there or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Schmoopy asks a bunch more. Do you have a favorite fan creation? Ooh.
Oh.
Okay, what's yours?
Okay, there was a video that somebody made.
Yeah.
That was just, like, amazing.
The animatic for Perfect Apocalypse?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, that was by Ghost Connie. It's, oh my gosh, it's so, link in the description, I guess, when this is a video on YouTube.
That was awesome.
Okay, I was actually thinking of that too. That would probably be, I don't know.
I do have a runner-up, though.
What?
I do have a runner-up, though.
Yeah? It's,
the fan art of you being served, like, cheesecake, I think. Or, no, it's carrot cake.
Oh, eating carrot cake. Yeah, that was also by Ghost Connie.
Oh, they are a legend.
Just coming out with all these, oh my gosh. But in the end, I love all the fan creations. I don't know. I guess, like, those resonated with me because, like, an animatic is a lot of work. A lot of work goes into that, and it was, like, funny and, like, well-timed, and I appreciate that. So that's why it gets a number one spot for me. And the fan art with me in it, I am an egomaniac, and so I like fan art of myself. But bam.
Yeah, I thought it was really great to see Denny in the fan art as well. So, like, that's premium content right there. Nice.
Yeah. I really enjoy drawing our icons whenever we do an icon change.
Those are the best days.
Oh, zombies. Okay. Next. What kind of fandom did you expect to come from PA? Were those expectations met? They were met exactly, because I imagined the fandom would be made up of people who were, like, quite like myself, except probably more extroverted, because I don't tend to join fandoms. But you guys do, which is really nice. Yeah,
Weren't we... I think it's kind of funny, like, when we were first making Perfect Apocalypse, we had this discussion, and we were like, alright, so, if this game had a rating, it would probably be teen. And it would probably be, like, targeted towards older teens, you could say, because of the content. However, as a rule of thumb when you're making games, you will always, like, get the audience that is younger than the one that you expect to get. So we were like, so it'll be people more, like, in the 12 to, like, 15, 16 range, which I think is what we got.
Yeah, that is, like, spot on. It's always, I think, like, rule of thumb is, like, 2 years younger than your targeted demographic will typically be your demographic for games. And yeah, it's surprising. I originally thought, I mean, at least for, like, the Cool Kid Cody stuff, I thought it'd be, like, college age, like our age at the time. We were, like, 20, 21.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. Yeah. Fandom expectations are met. In fact, the expectations have been, exceeded.
Yes.
It's like gay furries. That's what I'm aiming for. Young gay furries.
Oh god. I mean, maybe.
Is there anything about the fan base that you don't like? Any fears about what it may bring? So I used to be like quite afraid of having like to deal with toxic fandoms because like that's been an issue with things like that I love, like Steven Universe, Homestuck, and I'm not like a huge part of those fandoms, but I do see like what goes on in those. And so I thought like as a creator, like Andy and I should definitely have a bigger hand in the fandom. And as it is right now, it's so small that we are able to like talk to everyone and be friends with everyone, and everyone's super sweet and like held accountable. Like no one has been super toxic, I don't think. Yeah.
I think it's been really nice.
Yeah, it's been really nice. It's like it's been both easier and more difficult than I expected. Like in some ways, I don't like having responsibility over others. I think people should be free to do what they want. But I don't know what I would do if I ever like had to confront someone about being like a toxic member of the fandom or something like that. I think like if someone did something really bad, like outright bullying or being homophobic and stuff like that, I would have no problem like talking to them and figuring shit out.
Yeah, those are the easy ones. It's like the weird kind of two sides to the story, controversial ones that kind of get you in hot water.
Hell yeah. That's like what aches my bones, but I haven't really had to deal with that, so.
But yeah, I don't really think there's anything about the fan base that we don't like.
Yeah.
As far as fears it may bring, I have a lot of imposter syndrome as a developer, and I often worry that another like really good, I don't know, I constantly worry about like my coding being picked apart by other people.
Oh.
But I think that is kind of an unlikely thing to happen, so I'm trying to like quiet that voice.
That's cool. I think that is an interesting fear, and one that like I wouldn't be able to relate to because I'm not a programmer. I never would have expected it because I figured like, oh well, as long as it works then it's fine, but I guess there's like more that goes into it.
I suppose it's like the networking stuff in particular, like I sort of often feel like there's certain things I could be doing better or more professionally, and I'm always having to come up with excuses for myself, like, oh, it's an indie game, it's not professional, I don't expect like it to be, you know, the most secure, beautiful, perfect thing in the world because I'm just one person with a full-time job. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so it's something that I think about, but it's never really happened yet, so.
Yeah. I can relate to that actually. I think the nice thing is that no one has held us to like really a standard aside from the ones that we've already set for ourselves, which is really sweet.
Yes.
I feel very free in the stuff that I can make, and I like can trust that people enjoy it, and if they don't enjoy it then like they won't give me a hard time about it.
Yeah, I think like if you're making an enjoyable game, then it's easy to win people over with a good product. I'm glad you relate, Leo.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Opinions on ships and headcanons. Kinning even. I don't understand kinning as a... What does kinning mean as a verb?
Oh, I actually looked into it the other day because like I didn't really understand it either. Actually, I don't know if I'm really in a good position to try and explain this, but I think kinning is sort of like you feel like in some way that you are a character.
Oh, okay. You like identify. It's like otherkin as like a verb. I
think so.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think that's fine. So it's interesting. I had a discussion with a friend about like otherkin and like whether or not they should have their identities respected, and I kind of figured like I just don't see the difference between that and like being like gay or being like trans, and I mean like it doesn't affect me in the end, so I'd say like I don't care about kinning.
Yeah, I don't really care either. Like I don't find it offensive or anything.
Yeah, I think that actually you should just let people have their fun, or let people be who they are. Like maybe it's not even about fun, it's about like being who you are, and that's a nice thing.
Yeah. I don't really want to project my opinions onto people so heavily that I'd be like, oh, I don't kin or whatever. Like, whatever, dude, you're having fun. I don't care. It's fun.
Yeah.
It doesn't affect me.
Exactly. Opinions on ships and headcanons. What are your ships, Andy, for performance?
Oh, well, I think about this, and it's kind of, I think all of the characters are really like lovely, beautiful babies. So I think that they would all just get along great and be nice. But I think I don't know. I have trouble shipping Olive with anybody because they're just so like innocent seeming. Oh my goodness gracious. I think I ship Brownie with herself because Brownie has like Lizzo energy and she don't need nobody.
Yeah, okay, agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you have it.
Some people ship. I think actually wasn't there a time where you shipped Brownie with Sparky a bit?
Yeah, I think that'd be really cute too.
Yeah, and I think like your rationale for that was that they're the most attractive characters in the game, and I thought that was so funny because it's kind of true.
Yeah, like they're both just like really hot, so they'd probably just hook up. Just like for high school reasons. They'd be like, "Oh, you're hot, like let's go out." And that's enough. That's enough.
Yeah. I think personality-wise, I think Brownie would get on Sparky's nerves. Brownie's just too much of a loose cannon, and she'd be like, "Hey, let's rob this convenience store," and then Sparky would be like, "But capitalism."
I have hockey practice.
Yeah, I have hockey practice. Brownie.
I'm busy.
Busy. My ship would probably be Sparky and Ginger.
Ooh.
But I also ship Koco and Brownie.
Koco and Brownie would be super cute.
Yeah, I think it'll
Because
make...
they're both like...
They're both tough.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're both like very strong individuals.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So yeah, ships are fun. I don't know.
Yeah, but like in the end, everyone ship whoever you want, because I know like in some fandoms there are shipping wars that occur, and if I ever see like a shipping war happen in the fandom, I will probably try and end that right away, because it's not a great thing to fight about. It's like you both are on the same team, you both love these characters, you both have different ideas for how they would be in like, I don't know, in your wildest dreams. So it's like, you know, we're all just here to have fun.
Yeah, it's all good.
Alright, next question. Is anything in the game based on in real life interactions or events? Olive's manner of speaking is like very much based on the way I talk to dogs. It's like, I don't know, I call them evil, and I guess that's also like Banny's way of speaking. Yeah, Olive and Banny. It's like, I wish in death, wishing death on people, because it's cute when animals who are super cute try to act like deadly when they're not.
Yeah.
Yeah. As for, I don't know, the school is kind of based on our school, the layout of it, and it'll be more apparent in the third game where it'll be more immersive. Yeah. There are no specific, I don't think there are any specifics in Perfect Apocalypse that are based on real life. Oh god, I fucking died.
Oh shit. You passed away.
Well, okay, well let me stay on this screen and just kind of relish in my own death while I answer this question. Feel free to steal my shit. I have a lot of good shit.
I'm gonna go try and find you.
Okay. Yeah, like the whole thing with Patches being super toxic and stuff. I think like that was kind of written in as, I guess, a way for me to explore like toxic relationships, and also like representing like an evil character in like I don't know, a healthy way. It's surprising. I did not intend for so many people to like have the hots for Patches, and I feel kind of bad because it's like I am romanticizing a serial killer, and that's not great. But I don't know. At the same time, I don't want to be like, oh, you know, there's pure evil and there's pure good, because there's like gray area, and that'll be again apparent in the third game when you play it, and you know, you realize there's more to certain characters than they let on. I'm kind of rambling at this point, not really on topic.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you stayed pretty on topic, but...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing really super based in real life. Just ideas that I felt like exploring. Oh my god, I trapped this rabbit in here. I'm so happy. Oh,
you got him.
Look at him.
Can you pick him up?
Oh, I'm so sad I can't pick him up. Okay.
A baby.
A baby. Next question. How do you like your steak? Handy?
Medium rare. Although I'm not picky about it. Like, if somebody served me a medium steak, I'd eat that up. No problem.
I like my steak as raw as it can possibly be without me dying.
Really?
I love raw steak. It makes me feel like a wild animal when I eat it.
Interesting. Ooh, my Windows recording software can only do an hour at a time, so I have to make a new recording.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, if we...
Okay,
this is a casual thing. We'll have content even if we fuck up the recording, because we've streamed it, so it exists at least somewhere on the internet for a time.
All right, let me just pop that log in there. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, holy shit. That's funny. I thought that was something you did know. I've learned to like having eggs very raw too. Yeah, alright. Let's see. Do you even eat steak? Yeah, but I don't ever make steak on my own. I actually eat very little meat now that I've moved out of my mom's house, just because it's like a hassle to make, and it also makes me really sleepy when I eat too much meat. Yeah. I'm a little baby.
The meat sweats.
Yeah. Andy, do you eat steak?
Yeah, I have steak from time to time. It's like a treat thing. Like, it's expensive, and eating a ton of meat, like, isn't good for the planet. So I've actually started eating a lot more tofu lately. But, yeah, I'll have steak once in a while. That's fine.
That's super cool. How do you like your tofu?
Oh, well, I like to get the, I don't know, what do you call it? Extra firm stuff?
Yes.
And I like it cooked up. I think you can sort of coat it with like a bit of cornstarch, and that sort of gives it a nice like crust, and it makes a lot of other flavors stick to it really well. But yeah, that's usually my fiance makes it for me.
Nice.
But yeah, stuff like made like that is really, really good.
Nice. I fucking love tofu. I've learned to like freeze it, and it makes it all like puffed up, and then when you unfreeze it, it like you can remove a lot of the water, which makes it crisper when you fry it. And also you can just leave it in the freezer for as long as you want. So I buy like tons and tons of tofu at a time and just keep it in my freezer.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I might do that the next time it's on sale.
Yeah, that's apparently what they do in Chinese restaurants, is they freeze it beforehand.
Cool.
Yeah, you'll notice the difference in texture. Yeah.
Nice.
Rate Pancake on a scale from 1 to 10. Pancake is infinite. Okay, Pancake is a god. You cannot rate what you cannot see.
You want to measure Pancake?
Yeah.
Insane.
Don't even think about it.
Just insulting, really.
Sad that you would even consider it.
I know. Sad.
Okay. If I gave Andy $100, would he do a flip?
I've been working, I really hope to work a lot on my physical fitness and improvement this year. So I think if you gave me $100 to do a flip, I would go to a gym and I would find somebody who would train me properly to do a backflip in a safe way for $100, and then I would work really hard on it, and then I would do a backflip, and then I would stunt on that whenever people ask me to dance, because I can't really dance very well, but everybody loves a good backflip. So that would give me some social immunity and insurance.
That totally would. If ever you like slipped up and fucked up in some way, all you have to do is do a backflip and you'd win.
Redeemed.
Oh, that's so good, actually.
Thank you.
Okay. Has Pancake ever been arrested? Pancake actually was in solitary confinement when I bought him. He was separated from the other hamsters because he kept kicking their asses.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, like straight up. He was I mean, you're not supposed to keep hamsters together. They're meant to be solitary, but he especially did not take well to living with other hamsters. And he was also the
Oh.
biggest one, the biggest, fattest ham. I'm so happy I got him. He was like the least well-behaved, most fat. It's just perfect.
It's so perfect for you.
Yeah, he's so good now, though. Like, when I hang out with him, he licked my hand the other day, and I was like, oh, he loves me, but I can't. Maybe he just wanted to taste the salt, but... So
Num num, good salt lick.
Nom nom. Okay. Some guy asked why. Again. Really gotta think about that one.
I feel like I've touched upon this already.
Yeah. But it's, every time I'm asked that question, it's like, you're right. Like, why? Why even do anything?
Oh, here's an answer. It's important to preserve existing customers rather than get new ones. Make sure that you keep your existing audience happy.
Yeah, okay. You know, that makes sense to me.
That's a marketing thing I hear sometimes.
Sweet. Alright. Which hot anime babe is the hottest? Dude! Rouge from Sonic! I'm just kidding.
No! So many choices.
Hot anime babe.
Did you ever watch Steins Gate?
Yes.
You know, like the biker girl?
Yeah.
She rules. She's cute.
She is so heckin' cute. Actually, all of the girls in that show are super cute, except the main girl who like dies. And I mean, I think she's super cute, but I would not personally be interested in that because she just looks way too fucking young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a child.
She essentially. Of that, I think Ruka actually is super cute. Because she has a little skull like hair clip. I'm like, oh, I want it.
Precious.
Precious. I don't know, hottest anime babe. What anime have I been watching recently? Oh yeah, Boku no Hero. Hottest anime babe for Boku no Hero is Froppy.
Froppy? Ooh, I was gonna...
You were gonna say Midoriya's mom.
No! I was gonna say, Uraraka's cool.
She is so, like, cute, actually, you're right.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh. Okay. Actual question. Origin of the name 90% Studios. Ooh, okay. So, we were not always 90% Studios, we were 90% Knuckles, and it started when one night, around Christmas time, Andy and I were, like, terribly drunk, and we were talking about VR chat, and how you were like, it's like 90% Knuckles in there, and then I was like, man, that'd be a sick band name. And that night we were also, like, drunkenly talking about trying to make a band. We never did.
Yeah.
But we decided, probably a couple weeks later, because we started in January, I guess a month later, we were like, yeah, okay, game studio, let's do it. And it's so funny, because, I was like, guess what you want, what we should call it? And then you're like, 90% Knuckles? Like, you already do!
Yeah. That was so cute.
Oh.
Yeah, man, good name. I like 90% Studios a lot better.
Me too. I think, we cannot be based on a meme forever. But I like how it kept the studio pretty lighthearted in the beginning. We're still gonna stay pretty casual, I think. Like,
yeah.
I mean, we'll have to do taxes at some point, but...
for the foreseeable future, I'll try and keep it cool.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What is Koco's last name? So, Koco's last name is not Puffs. It is, Grimmelkin. Yeah, and you'll, that's in, PA2, that's revealed.
Their last names are so good.
I'm glad. I had such trouble with it. I was trying to make it related etymologically speaking. Fuck. Okay, yeah.
I feel you.
To their breeds. Yeah, so Brownie, Pembroke is a type of brownie. It's a type of corgi.
Type of brownie.
A type of brownie. A Pembroke brownie. And Olive Higgins. Higgins is related to dogs or mutts in some way. I forgot. Fritz is related to huskies in some way. Yeah.
It's good though. Fritz,
Hey.
yeah, Sparky Fritz is awesome.
It's cute. Okay, next question. PA has dogfolk and catfolk. Will there also be bun buns in the PA universe? There will not be bun buns in the games that I'm working on, but I would say that there are animal people who are not cats and dogs, canonically speaking, because originally I was thinking like this game took place in the same universe as like the Banimation universe, which looking back on it now, like I don't think that makes too much sense. Maybe it differs from region to region, because in Banimation there are confirmed humans.
Yes.
Yeah. But I'd say just not in the area that the story takes place. There would not be other animals aside from dogs and cats.
Cool. Cool.
Yep. Why won't Andy be my onion and clarify with detail? From Shrek.
I don't want to be your onion because I don't want to be Indian's onion, except for my lovely fiance, who is my angle, and I would not treat her like potato. So only she gets to be onion, and only I get to be her onion. So sorry, dude, you just showed up late. That's really all there is to it.
Well, bingo bongo.
Yep.
An apple and an onion. How does it feel knowing I was the first person to pop into the streams? I do not remember who was the first person to pop into streams because I was so anxious. But you know, if like I think I appreciate everyone regardless of when they came onto the stream. I think it's cool that you've been there like full time though, Cone. I do appreciate it.
Yeah, it's awesome that you stuck around is the main thing. It's like you showed up for the stream and then you stayed. That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. I was so anxious at the streams, and now it's just like, yeah, I guess I'll just stream for like an hour. How would you feel about fan-made Perfect Apocalypse games or mods? Kind of like the Doki Doki Literature Club fandom has with its mods and fan games. I am so for that. I am totally down for that. I think the only thing that I would say no to is if anybody were to want to like claim the game as their own in some way, or to like claim the characters and put them in like a different game or something like that, you know?
Yeah. Please don't steal, but
yeah.
You know, adapt it and tell us about it, because that's like super fun for everybody.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, even if you wanted to like make your stickers or make merch or something and sell it, I think I'm okay with that too, actually, because then it gets more people like knowing about the game, and you make like some few bucks for your very cute fan work.
Yeah, plus I mean, like people at cons like make fan art of characters owned by other people and then sell them, and you know, we are about that life, so that is okay.
Absolutely. And just a few minutes ago, Roll the Dice asked, what's your favorite game? Andy?
Whew, what's my favorite game? I think that Dungeons and Dragons is probably like my favorite tabletop game to play, just because it's such a uniquely social thing. Like, I think that's probably the most fun I've had playing a game with other people. As far as favorite video games, I really like Minecraft, FTL, and Factorio, and Don't Starve, and many other games. There's a lot of games I like. As a general rule, though, I am more motivated by fun mechanics than good story as a person who plays games, and I forgot what I was going to say, so yeah, there you have it.
Hell yes. I also like FTL and Minecraft. I noticed like this funny thing with the games that I like. They typically have the word star in it, so I just kind of stuck with that. So it makes it easier to remember the games that I like playing. It's Stardew Valley, Starbound, Don't Starve, and there was another one that I had the word star in it that I don't remember. Okay, I guess it doesn't help you remember anything.
Damn, Conspiracies,
yeah. And now there's stars in Perfect Apocalypse, and there's stars in Steam Universe. I think that's just kind of my thing.
Yep. Boom.
I typically like games that are like creative sandbox, like where you can create sort of your own character or story in it. But I also really enjoy games that have a lot of like content, like in terms of story and the visuals. Like, I don't think that I can really enjoy an ugly game. It's really difficult to.
That's fair.
And that's why Minecraft is so much more enjoyable with this mod.
Yes. This
Not
is
that it
pretty
was
cool.
ugly before, but like sometimes it's just a little drab. Alright, next up, we're nearing the end of the stream because I'm like getting hungry. So I think we just have a few more questions. So last call for questions if you want them to be asked.
Yes. Got to split soon too.
Hell yeah, okay. How it feels to have like fans or at least followers in places so far from you, even like not even with the mother language of English. Oh, I think it feels really good. I remember when PA3 or PA1 and PA2 were being translated, like it was so surprising to have someone from Russia hit me up to translate the game because they just liked it. They were just gonna like translate it for free, and I'm like, I was so like honored and surprised.
Yeah, I think it's really special that we live in a time where we can make something and lazily distribute it to pretty much the whole planet, and you never know who's gonna find it and get interested in it, and it's pretty special that it brings us all together.
Yeah, that's fucking wholesome, dude.
You bet.
Okay, last question. Will Marcus Goodboy be in PA3? Marcus Goodboy / Marcus Dogboy will not be in PA3, even though he was, you know, my D&D character is what we're talking about. No.
Mm-hmm.
He does have that aesthetic, though. Okay. So I think that's it.
Ooh, I'm gonna do something to sync up my microphone really quick. One second.
Okay.
Okay. That may have sounded weird, but that'll be really helpful for you later.
Okay. Thanks, bruh. Alright, I'm going to end the stream soon, but first, cancer time.
Oh,
What?
yeah.
Oh, okay, no, we have one more question. This is the last question that I'm gonna take. And then, you know what? Oh, there's a fucking zombie in front of me. No, don't want to deal with that. Okay. What was something you'd want someone to ask?
You first. Oh, wait, unless you're not ready, then I'll just keep thinking too.
Okay, I'm going to delete the Q&A video suggestions channel so that people don't request more, because we gotta be going soon.
Yeah.
But I think pretty much anything related to like development of our games, I really enjoy answering, especially in regards to PA3. If I understand why there aren't any questions related to Cool Kid Cody, but one day there will be, because I don't know, I imagine we'll do this in the future when we have more stuff made. But I really like answering questions related to Cool Kid Cody for some reason.
That's fun too. I learned a lot while making that game, and I think if there were technical questions related to it, I would enjoy that as well.
How about you?
I think it would be fun to get, I guess, more, this is sort of just a cop-out answer, but I guess like more questions related to programming or questions related to, how to say, the implementation of Panel Royale. Like if people wanted to chat about that, that could be fun.
Yeah, agreed. I think that we'll probably get more people in the fandom for programming once you like, you know, you get your presence with like your programming blog and Twitter and all that.
Yeah, that should be cool.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. All right.
So yeah.
So, cancer time. We're gonna say cancer and then we're gonna say goodbye.
All right, love it.
Love it. Okay. If pee comes out of the penis, does poo come out of the poonis? That was not my joke. I stole it from a friend.
Nice.
Yep.
I think if you have the right disease, then yes.
Then anything can come out of anything.
Yeah. My cancer is I recently read a thing that said that football only has like 18 minutes of actual like action gameplay per whole game on average.
Really? Wait, how many
Yes.
minutes?
18.
18. That, I think that might be worse than baseball.
It is the worst sport for it that exists.
That is so terrible. Oh my god. So you don't really come to play, see people play. You come to watch like the fanfare.
It's sort of like you would have to watch it for, I guess, what football fans would call like the strategization and like setup part of it. Like, I guess there's a lot of strategy in football. So people would have to watch it for that rather than just like the part of the game specifically when they're running around and throwing the ball and getting tackled and stuff, because that is only 18 minutes a game, because the clock still runs while they're setting up, which is why, you know, the whole game I think has a clock time of like an hour, but 18 minutes of actual gameplay.
That's really saddening. That's like how much of an episode of Naruto that has like actual, you know, content aside from like all of the flashbacks. That's like how much you would get. Maybe even actually more than. Anyway, that sucks is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Anyway,
Cool.
yeah, so cancerous.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for watching a 2-hour stream. Thank you so much for staying with us for like the setup. And that will probably no doubt happen again next time. So be prepared.
Yep.
Okay, bye.
Bye.